leather bags, leather wallet, o kahit anong bagay na yari sa leather, para sa inyo ang master activity na ipapakita namin sa inyo sa back-to-back episode ng At Work. Para sa unang episode, ipapakita namin sa inyo ang leather crafting.
Leather crafting is basically using leather as your material, your medium, your raw material in creating something. It could be art or something practical, like shoes, bags, or wallets. I think everyone could enjoy leather crafting because to begin with, leather is a nice material. It's good and sturdy, it looks good, it smells good. So it's a good material to work with. So I think a lot of people can enjoy working with leather. I won't say na there are certain skills that you need to pursue leather crafting. Though some skills could help, like if you're used to crafting using other materials, if you're used to handling tools like hammers or cutters, then madadalian na kayo with leather crafting. But I can say that we've had students who had no crafting experience at all and still they enjoyed leather crafting and still practice it until now. So with leather crafting, aside from the basic skills that you can learn from our workshops, pwede rin mag-expand yung creativity ng students when they try leather crafting. Because I've had students who after taking our workshop, were able to make other stuff na hindi namin tinuro sa kanila. So they just took the basics and then after that, they were able to make other items, an assortment of items that we didn't teach them. So basically an enhancement of your creativity.
Simulan ng ating basic leather crafting demo, solusyon sa nagkabol-bol na mga kordon, ang una nating leather project, ang cord organizer.
Okay, so we're gonna make a simple leather cord organizer. Okay? So we need a small piece of leather, button snaps for the locks, and to set the snaps on the leather, you need setters. And to use the setters, you need a hammer. So I'm gonna show you how to attach the snaps on the leather so you can have a lock for your cord organizer. So snaps, they come in 4 pieces when they're not yet attached on leather. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. And these two, they go together. And these two, they go together. You use this setter to attach this piece and this setter to attach this set. Okay. So we start with this one. Okay. We place it on top of the leather. Okay. And then take its partner. Okay. And then just bring them together like a puzzle. And then you take this setter, insert it in the snap, and hammer. Okay. And you can check if it's not moving around, then it's secure. Okay. So now you have one piece of the snap. Okay. Now for the other part, you take this one, the longer snap, okay, and insert it from under the leather. And then take the other snap, this one, and place it on top of the leather like a hat. Yeah. Okay. And take this setter and hammer. And you can test it. If you hear it snap, then it's good.
From organizer, 2 accessories naman ang ating next leather project. Unahin na natin ang magic braid.
So the next project is a magic braid. You'll need a strip of leather and then cut it in the middle so that you have 3 strips. Okay, 3 strips in the middle. So it's a magic braid because there are no loose ends. And this is a common technique for belts, straps, and accessories. So to do the magic braid, just do the regular braid and count to 6. Okay? So every overlap is 1 count. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? And you can check if you have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the next step is to untangle the bottom part. So just try to see where the last strip wants to go. So for example, for this one, this is going that way. So just pull from there. Don't let go of the braid on top of the strip. Untangle. Just tug and pull until you have this. Once you have that, if you have a longer project, you can just keep on braiding every 6. Or if you're satisfied with that, you can just even out the braid. There. And just add snaps and you're done.
Good news, maker friends! Mamimigay kami ng 2 basic leather crafting kit. Ang kailangan nyo lang gawin ay i-share ang aming leather crafting episode vlog and tell us what you love about leather crafting. Para sa buong detalye, like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Good luck! Isa pang design na pwedeng gawin ay ang embroidery.
So next is embroidery on leather. So you can do different patterns once you know the basic principles of how to do embroidery on leather. So first step is to punch holes on your leather. Okay. I've done the first part of the embroidery because this takes a while. So to do the embroidery, you will need DMC thread and tapestry needles. To start with embroidery, just do your pattern. Okay. Start by inserting the needle from under the leather. Pull, but hold the tail. Okay. Hold the tail about 2 inches. Okay. And then just start doing your pattern. On your first stitch, turn over your leather and do a knot. It's a basic knot similar to the way you knot when you do cross-stitching. Okay. So just under the thread and through the loop. Do it twice so that it's super secure. Okay. And when you're done, just keep on doing it until you're happy with the pattern that you've done. So when you reach the end, do the same knot that you did in the beginning. So just take your needle, run it under the thread and through the loop. So under the thread and through the loop. Okay. And you have an embroidered cup.
Finally, para sa ating last leather project, ang pouch.
So our last project is a pouch, a leather pouch. And to do that, we will do saddle stitching. Okay, so for saddle stitching, we need waxed thread, 2 pieces of tapestry needles, and a lighter to seal the thread later on. But before we sew up the pouch, we need to attach snaps first. So again, just take your button snaps. This time we need 2 snaps, 2 locks. So just take these pieces, okay, place them on top of the leather. And then get your setter and hammer. Okay, check if it's secure. And then for the second snap, and again, take your setter and hammer. You're done with that part. Now for the other pair, take this one, insert it from under the leather, okay, and the other piece on top of the leather. Okay. Take this setter and insert it to the snap and hammer. Do the same thing on the other side. Check if it snaps. Okay. If it snaps, then you can start stitching your leather pouch. For stitching the pouch, we're gonna do saddle stitching. So for saddle stitching, we need something to hold the leather together because we're gonna use both our hands. So kailangan free both hands natin when we do saddle stitching. So we will use a stitching pony for that. Okay. So just place your project in the stitching pony. And lock. And then thread your needles. So you need both needles for this project. Okay. Take a piece of waxed thread. And then we will be needing both needles. So we will attach 1 needle per end. So once you have this, you have both needles and 1 piece of thread, you can start with saddle stitching. Okay. So to start, you have to insert both needles at the same time through the first set of holes. Okay. So your needles will intersect. Okay. And pull. And just keep on doing the same thing until you reach the end. So this is how you do saddle stitching. So this is a faster way to stitch up your leather projects. So when you reach the last set of holes, okay, when you're done with the stitching, to lock, just go back 3 stitches. At least 3 stitches. You can go back all the way if you want, but 3 stitches would be enough. And for the last stitch, you can take it out of the stitching pony take your needle, one needle, and insert it halfway so that it comes out from inside the pouch. Okay, there. So instead of inserting it all the way through, instead of inserting it through both holes, so just one hole. Take this one, same thing. It should come out from inside the pouch. At this point, when you have both needles and both pieces of thread coming out from inside the pouch, you can take out the needles. Okay, take them out and do a square knot. So yung typical knot that you do when you tie your shoelaces. Make sure that it's tight. Tie the knot as close to the stitches as possible. Okay. And then you can snip out the excess. And then take your lighter and heat up the thread so that the wax will melt, and that should seal your knot. Once the wax is melted, just press it down, and there you have a sealed knot. And just do the exact same thing on the other side to finish your pouch.
Episode ng paglikha, pero kung nabitin kayo, abangan next week ang part 2 ng back-to-back at work episode ng Bits and Pieces. From leather crafting, ipapakita naman namin sa inyo ang isa pang master activity, ang silver smithing. Syempre dito lang yan sa programa kung saan hindi lang tayo magiging hands-on, sama-sama pa tayo magiging malikhain. Kaya tara na, let's be makers from Bits and Pieces!